Hello, let's do the New York Times Hard Sudoku for November 21st, 2024. I'd like to apologize for yesterday. I did make a lucky mistake very early on, which invalidated my solve. I did post a follow-up video where I solved it again without making that mistake, in case you didn't see that one. But yeah, so we're going to solve this one and hopefully not make any lucky mistakes. I can't promise anything. These are the first time I solve them. I don't like prep a walkthrough or anything like that. This is the first time I'm seeing the puzzle, so there is the danger of that happening. But if it does, I will try to correct it. People in the comments are always good at pointing that out. All right. Well, there is a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 5 here. 6. All right. Well, the 3 and the 5 both have buddies lining up here. In fact, the 5 is placed and then the 3 is placed. So we have these two 5s looking in. This 5 looks up, that places this 5 here. And then these two 3s look at placing the 3. We DT doot in the corner for that 3 right away. These 5s look down, this 5 looks in, but placing a 5, one of these two. This 5 actually looks down. So does, yeah, we have two 5s looking down. That actually places this. There's already a 5 in this box, so we can't use the fact that these two 5s look down. Oops. But right after saying I'm trying not to make mistakes, but luckily that's a mistake caught by the conflict checker. These two 5s look in here, putting a 5 in one of these two. We have a lot of 5s, so I'm just trying to do as much as I can with them. These 5s look into this box, putting a 5 in one of these two. They point, this already has a 5. What 5s are we missing? Okay, so we're just missing these 5s that I've marked, and that's not going to resolve itself. All right, coming back up here, I do want to look at this triple that's left. It looks like it's a 7, 8, 9. The only thing I see is this 9 here. So 7, 8, 9 there. 7 and 9. So the 7, because of this in this row, this can't be 7. So the 7's limited to these two cells. And that's what does what's called claiming. The row claims the 7 from the box. Because the 7's going to end up here or here for the row, it can't also end up down here, because that's in the same box. So we can't do anything with that immediately, unfortunately, but yeah, we need to remember that those aren't 7, and that's what these corner marks do. We do have two 7s looking up here, putting a 7 one of these two. Is there anything else of note here? I'm thinking no. Let's move on to the next band. We have 1 and 4. The 1s have buddies, or the 1s are buddies, whatever you want to say. There's a 1 in one of those two. I'm looking at things looking through here. Yeah, so the 6 looks in, the 6 looks up. That places the 6 in this box. We do now have two 6s here, putting a 6 somewhere down here. The 2 looks in, the 2 looks down. It's a crossing on this 1, 4. That puts a 2 in one of these two cells. Now, what we've done here, and if I clear out the 6 corner mark, it's a bit more clear. We've overlapped the 2 and the 5 corner marks. It doesn't matter that we also corner mark 6s here. What matters is that one of these two needs to be a 2, and one of these two needs to be a 5. That means there is no room for a 6 or any other digit besides 2 and 5. So this is a hidden 2-5 pair, and that places the 6 here. So the remaining digits in this box, actually let's do this row first, because it's down to 3. I always try to prioritize the ones that have the least remaining. We need the 3, 4, and 8. I'm seeing this 3 and this 3, just to verify. Yeah, we don't have a 3 yet, so that places the 3 here. And so we're down to 4, 8, which I don't think is resolved. Oh, it is. I missed that 4. Okay, it is resolved with that 8 and that 4. Okay, these 4 digits here, we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 7, 8. What did I miss? No, we don't have the 3. We need 3. The 3 is placed. No, it's not. The 3 is in one of these two. And then these are 7, 8, 9. That's not a 7. These are 3, 7, 8, 9 and are not restricted. Okay. The rest of this box has 3 digits left. We need a 3, 8, 9 here. This 3 does look down. That's actually going to be helpful, because we do need a 3 in the box, and it can only be in one of these two cells, because of this 3 seeing here. So that does what's called pointing, because the 3 is going to end up here or here for the box. So it's kind of the opposite of claiming, right? Most people understand pointing better than claiming, but they're basically the same thing, right? The 3 is going to end up in one of these two in this box, which means, and they both happen to be in the same row, which means this will also be the 3 for the row, meaning this can't be another 3 in the row. So that places the 3 in this box here. And this is now a 7, 8, 9. What are the 3 digits here again? We need the 3, 8, 9. So this is 8, 9 only. These are 3, 8, 9. And what we've created here is an 8, 9 pair. The best time to look for pairs, triples, things like that is when you mark them. So we marked this 8-9 and we looked for another 8-9 and we found the pair. And so that 8-9 pair removes 8 and 9 from the rest of the row. This is called a naked pair. It's different than the hidden pair that we found with this 2-5. It's kind of the other side of the coin, where this cell can only be 8 or 9, and this cell can only be 8 or 9. And so these two digits have to be different from each other because they're in the same row. And so one of them will be 8, one of them will be 9, using up the 8 and 9 for the row. So this can't also be 8 or 9. So that's a 7. And then the rest of this is a pair. We need a 1 and 4, which is not resolved, but that makes this a pair as well. And notice we do have a 3-8-9 triple here as well, which does the same thing. But we need a 2 and a 7, which also is not resolved. Okay, that's pretty good though. This 7 that I placed, these two 7s look up, placing the 7 here, and that places the 7 in this box as well. Did I get anything else of note here? Let's go back up here. Is there anything else to scan here? The 5s and 3s are taken care of. The rest of this box, what is it? We need a 4, 6, 8, 9. Well, the 4 looks up, this 4 looks in. That places the 4 in this box. These two 4s look in, putting a 4 in one of these two. The rest of this box is 6, 8, 9. I'm just going to mark that. And notice how the 6 is limited to these two cells. That's going to point. Removing 6 from these. 6 looks down. This 6 looks in. Placing 6 in this box. What are we doing on 6s? We need a 6 in this box, and I bet it's placed. Yeah, it is. It's just placed right here. And we need a 6 in this box, which is handy because we need a 6 in this box. Oh, yeah, it's placed. Yeah, all these 6s look up. Places this 6. Places that 6. Now 6s are done. We have a bunch of 8-9s. This is an 8-9 pair in this column, so that leaves 2 and 5 here. That's 2 or 5. These are 2, 5, 8, 9. This sees 2 and 5, so we can put in 2, 5, 8, 9. Clear it out. These are 1, 4, 8, 9. This one looks in, so the 1's in one of these two cells, and this is 4, 8, 9. Okay, not too much to get from that. So anything else I can do here? Amazing. Okay, we've got the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are going to be, well, it's just going to be whatever these 4 digits are, but let's think about it. We need 1, 2, 8, 9. The 8 9s are going to resolve last. There's just so many 8 9s on the grid right now. But it's 1, 2, 8, 9. So this can't be 1, this can't be 2. So we can at least mark these. Clear that out. I don't see any other restrictions. So that means this whole column's also 1, 2, 8, 9, but this cell can't be 1 or 2, so it's only 8, 9. And that makes an 8-9 pair in the column, leaving behind 1, 2. So you could also have seen that these were the only two cells that could be 1, 2, because this can't be and this can't be. So that gives us this hidden 1, 2 pair here. Does this do anything else? What's the okay? So what I did when I scanned this row, what I saw was you get better at this as you practice, but basically just what are all of the digits we've accounted for so far within these 3 cells, and it's 4, 5, 8, 9, right? Those are the unique digits in these 3 cells. So 4, 5, 8, 9. But if I count how many open cells we have, there's 5, right? So I saw 5 open cells, but only 4 digits accounted for. That means that the digit we haven't accounted for is limited to these 2 cells because it's not in any of these. But what is that digit? And the answer is it's a 3. So 3 ends up in one of these 2. So in general, we need 3, 4, 5, 8, 9 in this row. Nothing real special about that. This can't be 5, but okay, so the 3 limited here does mean that we're going to need a 3 in this row, and it can't be here because of the claiming 3s. And it can't be here because of this 3, and this 3 takes out of here, right? So the only place for 3 in this row is right here, or if you prefer the box is much easier to see. These 3s look in and place it. But because I had done the claiming here, I saw the effect on this row, and that's just how I noticed it. I haven't really done my normal scanning on most of these bands or stacks, but we've had so much low-hanging fruit. Sometimes it's easier just to go where the puzzle takes you until then if you get stuck, then go back to the basics. But here we need 2, 7, 9. This isn't a 7, so this is 2. Oh, it's not 2. Oh, 2 in general in this column can only go here. So that's a 2, that's a 7. Places that 7 and the 8. Ooh, that's going to give us a bunch of 8, 9s. 9, 8, 8, 9. Over here we get the 9. We get the 8 here. We get our 4. Nice. These are 9s. That's a 3, 8 pair. 2, 5, 9. See, this is what's handy about being able to just look at how many unique digits there are and what they are within a grouping of cells, right? Because that tells me that this is a 2, 5, 9 naked triple. Some people get confused about how this could be a triple because they're expecting to see exactly this. Well, one argument I could make, which I don't think satisfies too many people, is we ourselves eliminated the 9, the 2, and the 5. We could always re-add them to our pencil marks, and now it's a 2, 5, 9 triple. So eliminating a digit from the triple doesn't make it less powerful. It doesn't make it not a triple, right? But let me show you a more sort of generic way to think about this kind of technique, which is that among these 3 cells, I need 3 different digits because they share a box. What 3 different digits am I going to put into these 3 cells? Well, one of them will end up 2, one of them will end up 5, and one of them will end up 9 because there isn't another choice among those 3 cells. The unique digits among these 3 cells are 2, 5, and 9. Therefore, these will use the 2, 5, and 9, meaning these cannot be the 2, 5, 9. Now, of course, that's all obvious because the column already has 2, 5, 9, but I noticed the triple rather than just seeing that this column had 2 digits left, but I thought I'd point it out because I do get that question a lot. We have 1 and 8 left. That's a 1, 8 pair. This box is down to 4 digits. In fact, this column's down to 2 digits. Anytime a column's down to 2 digits, I want to just look at what they are. Often it resolves. We need a 7, 9. Yeah, this 7 says not there. So that's 9, that's 7. That gives us the 2, 5, 9 resolve. It gives us the 2, 5 here. That's not a 5, giving us the 5 and 3 in this box. I used our corner marks for that, right? We removed a 5 corner mark, leaving only 1 5 corner mark left. And then that removed a 3 corner mark, leaving only 1 3 corner mark left. That gives us the 8 and 3, and the 1 and the 2. Gives us the 9 here. All right. We get our 8 and 1 here. Down here, we need a 4. That places the 4 here. This is 1 or 8. Can't be 8, so that's 1, 8. We're just plonking the rest of this puzzle. I do need a 2, and I need a 9. This row needs a 1. That gives us the 4 and the 1. Up here, we need a 2, which goes here, and we need a 9. And then down here, we need 4 and 8. That's the 8, that's the 4, and we're done. All right. I spent a little bit extra time explaining things, but this puzzle seems straightforward. Hopefully it doesn't mean I made another lucky mistake, but I think I was pretty careful in this one. So yeah, let me know how you did. If you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.